For 9 months, an infant depends on a continuous flow of nutrients. But when the umbilical cord is cut, that life support is instantly severed. The body must execute an immediate physiological pivot. Within seconds, the mother's system transitions from sustaining a life internally to preparing to feed one in the outside world. Contrary to popular belief, the body does not simply hold a stagnant reservoir of milk in the chest. Every ounce must be actively manufactured. Instead of waiting for a supply to be tapped, the body activates a dormant system that reroutes the mother's own blood, converting it into a nutrient-dense fluid. To find the source of this conversion, we have to move past the surface and into the deep internal architecture of the chest tissue. This anatomical network can remain inactive for years. It only wakes up when it detects the specific physiological triggers released during childbirth. Within hours, quiet tissue transforms into a high-speed production line, initiating one of the fastest physical changes in human biology. The process begins with the mother's circulatory system. The chest tissue is saturated with a heavy network of rushing blood vessels. Hidden within this vascular web are thousands of tiny grape-like clusters called alveoli. These are the primary sites of biological conversion. Each sac is lined with specialized cells that press directly against the passing blood vessels, acting as biological filters. These cells pull water, proteins, sugars, and fats directly out of the passing bloodstream. Once inside the hollow center of the alveoli, the cells re-engineer these raw materials, combining them to synthesize breast milk. This proves that milk is not a static bodily fluid, but an actively engineered biomaterial that is manufactured as it flows. Synthesis is only half the process. The body must also have a way to force the milk out of the tissue. The delivery starts with an external trigger, often the sound of a baby crying or the physical contact of nursing. This signal causes the brain to release a chemical called oxytocin. The hormone surges from the brain, traveling down through the body like an electric wave until it reaches the breast tissue. When the oxytocin hits the alveoli, it triggers the muscle cells wrapped around the sacs to contract, squeezing the milk inward. This contraction pressurizes the fluid, shooting it out of the sacs and into a network of tubes called lactiferous ducts. This let-down reflex ensures the internal chemical reaction matches the external demand, delivering a pressurized meal exactly when it is needed. Breast milk is more than a simple byproduct. It is the result of a precise rerouting of the mother's own circulatory system. But as we look at the body as a whole, it becomes clear that this microscopic production line is only part of the story. While the chest tissue is focused on milk production, the rest of the body is undergoing its own set of rapid physical transitions. At the same time nutrients are being extracted for milk, the mother's internal organs are physically shifting and dropping back into their pre-pregnancy positions. The postpartum period is a time of significant internal reorganization. To see exactly how the organs shift and fall back into place after childbirth, click the video on your screen now for the full 3D animation.